that was in West Virginia. It was up in the Mason-Dixon line area. And this guy I knew was working at the fair, selling whatever. And he said, "You want to go with me and ride over?" I said, "Okay." And I was up there at the time because my daddy got work up there in that West Virginia Panhandle area. So anyway, there was wrestling in a tent at the fair, and I wanted to go in and watch the matches. And they said, "No, that's extra. That ain't, you don't get in here free. You have to pay." I said, "Oh, Jesus Christ." I didn't have any money back then. I was 13 years old. So this one guy said, if I would stay and promise to take down the ring afterwards, he'd let me come in for free. So I did it. And I'm a man of my word. I took the ring down. Well, the guy that I rode over there with was done with his thing. He said, "Well, we got to go. We got to leave." I said, "I can't. I promised these people I'm going to take the ring down." "Well, I got to leave. You're going to have to stay with, get one of them to bring you home." I don't never break my word. So I went on and stayed and took the ring down. Excuse me, I asked one of them to give me a ride home. They said, "No, we're going to South Dakota." I said, "Can I go?" They said, "Yeah, if you want to." So that's how my time in the business started. At 13 years old.
Wait a minute. So you went to a carnival to work. You got an extra job so you can watch the wrestling matches, and then you tag on with the guys, and you don't come home.
I didn't come home, and there was no cell phones back then. What's that? 13, yeah. That's how it started.
What did your mom and dad think?
Obviously, there were no cell phones back then. How did you get word to your parents? And I'm surprised they didn't send a law out for you.
Yeah, they were probably relieved that I wasn't dead. Probably happy I wasn't there bothering them. But I finally got a bunch of quarters, or dimes, whatever it was back then, on the payphone to call long distance, and told them, "Hey, I'm in the wrestling business now."
In the wrestling business. What did they think, man?
They said, "How are you in the wrestling business?" I said, "I'm putting up the ring and taking it down. They're going to teach me how to referee." So
you were what, 5'10", 130 pounds at the time or something like that?
Oh shoot. No, I'm not 5'10" now. I'm 5'7", and back then I'm 185 now. I'm kind of fat now, but back then I was tiny. So
it's that Bud Light, man.
Yeah, and eating good. But they little by little taught me how to manage, but they didn't smart me up at first.
No, but Bruno, wait just a minute. Before you go a little further, because it's really interesting. I gotta know this. You're 13 years old. You don't go home. You're on the road. Where are you staying? Are you getting paid? And these guys, did they think they were adopting you? I mean, are you like a stray kitten on the side of the road? You're
they were
fair, and they take you with them.
Well, after the summer was over, I went back to Mama and him for a while, or I'd go to my grandmama's down in.
Yeah, but the first night, where did you stay? Like the first night, you go, "Okay, I'm going to go with you guys," and they take you in, and you're now part of the traveling troupe at age 13. Right. Where did you stay? Where did you get money for food? What'd you do?
Well, they gave me $10 a day, plus they'd feed me at the fair. It was like a fair tour, and so they'd feed me there, $10 a day, and we had a converted school bus. That this whole crew, it wasn't like a territory. It was like you said, a traveling troupe. It was a converted school bus with like bunks and stuff, and I stayed there.
Was anybody else close to your age?
No, not even close. But they were
a bunch of old carny guys, and you're like this 13-year-old who has basically run away from home. Except, your parents, I guess, thought it was okay. You just couldn't get hold of them.
Yeah, yeah. So that was it, and that's just like to meet all these guys, and that's why, and I'm not going to get into anything negative, but that's why, like before we went on the air, we were talking about certain people that think they're belong in our business that don't, and don't understand what people like us have gone through. Everybody's got a story. You do, Gerald has, everybody, and we've just paid our damn dues, and that was paying the dues, but